This is Jarrod Horak. Welcome to my latest Road to the 2023 Kentucky Oaks video. And in this video, I will be doing analysis of the UAE Oaks at Meydan Racecourse for Friday, February 17th. And then for Saturday, February 18th, I will be doing the Rachel Alexandra Stakes of an Oaks prep. And then I'll also be doing the Risen Star Stakes at that same venue, a Kentucky Derby prep race. And now these Oaks prep races are getting more serious now. For both of these races, the UAE Oaks and the Rachel Alexandra Stakes, 50 points for the winner, 20 for second, 15 for third. If you finish fourth, you get 10 points. And then if you finish fifth, you can pick up 5 Oaks points. Now, if you're interested in my full card analysis at Santa Anita Park, you can head on over to the runawayhorse.com. Each day Santa Anita Park runs, you will find my full cards on my sales page, and you can purchase individual full cards, weekly and weekend packages, or the entire meet. Head on over to my sales page at the Runaway Horse for more details. And if you're interested in bonus free selections, you can find my daily best bets blog at horseracingnation.com. I've done that blog for many years now. And if you're interested in that daily free pick, you can go to horseracingnation.com. On the front page in the handicapping section, you will find that free pick each day. Now we will get into the analysis of this video. And this video will be for Friday, February 17th, 2023. The third race at Meydan Racecourse, the Group 3 UAE Oaks. It's for 3-year-old fillies traveling 1 mile and an eighth on the main track. And number 1 is going to be shipping in from the U.S. for trainer Doug O'Neill. This is a daughter of Golden Sense, and her name is Amy Please, and she's 3-1 on the morning line, and she'll probably impact the pace. Now, she ran on the main track in her career debut at Del Mar in a dirt sprint, and she was 6th, beating 13 lengths in that 10-horse field. Then they moved her to turf, stretched her out in distance. She wired the field and broke her maiden at Santa Anita last fall. And then she was in the Pike Place Dancer Stakes at Golden Gate Fields, and she set the pace, and she finished second behind a runaway winner. And then she was in the Jimmy Durante Stakes at Del Mar at 1 mile on turf. That was a grade 3. She set the pace. She finished 4th in that 12-horse field. The Blue Northern Stakes last time out, Santa Anita Park from post 10 and then 11-horse field. She stalked the pace, and she ended up finishing 3rd. She just missed second by a neck, and then that runner-up was the next out stakes winner. So she's one that I said I think she'll impact the pace from that inside, and we'll see how far she can go and how she handles the surface. Asawer is number 2, and she is 6-1 morning line. She's still a maiden after 3 starts. She finished 3rd in her debut at Meydan. That was at 7 furlongs in December. Then I liked the forward move she made second time out. She was in the 1,000 Guineas trial at 7 furlongs at Meydan on December 23rd, and she made a nice run from a bit off the pace, and she was clearly second best. That was a 10-horse field. And then last time in the 1,000 Guineas, she ended up finishing a disappointing 4th, beating 12 lengths. So she's one that, even though she's still a maiden, she's got that decent kick in the stretch. And I think they paid $450,000 for her, and I think that she's capable of hitting the board in here. Awasef is number 3, and she is 6-1 morning line. And this one looked really good in her debut. She was able to catch a front runner there and win nicely. And then that runner-up was a next out winner. So that was a good effort first time out. And then in her second career start at 7 furlongs, she ended up tracking the pace. She had to wait a bit inside, and she ended up finishing 3rd. She did surge a bit late to get 3rd. And then last time out, she set the pace in the 1,000 Guineas, but she couldn't hold off the winner there. But she didn't give up. After that winner kicked away, and that horse will be coming back in this race. After she kicked away, Awasef hung in there, and she was clearly second best. She didn't give up. She kept trying in the stretch. So they're putting blinkers on. She should be forwardly placed. Habooba is the next one, and she is 20-1 morning line. She did improve last time, but she's still a maiden. She was 5th, beaten 8 lengths in her debut at 7 furlongs. Cut back to 6 furlongs second time out. She was 5th, beaten 11 lengths. And then last time in a 4-horse field, she ended up finishing 2nd there, beaten 4 lengths. She's one that's really going to have to pick it up in this spot if she expects to compete with these. Your favorite in this race, your 3-2 morning line favorite, is number 5, Mimi Kakushi. This one comes off back-to-back wins, but she started off her career a bit slow. Awasef beat her in her debut. She was 4th, beaten 8 lengths. And then second time out, she finished an even 4th and then 11-horse field. And then in the 1,000 Guineas trial, she was up close, and she was able to win that race by 2 lengths. She ran even better in the 1,000 Guineas last time at 1 mile. She was able to be up on the pace and kick away and win by more than 4 lengths. And now, can she go a mile and an eighth? We'll find out in this spot. But she seems to be getting better as she gets experience. We know she handles this surface, and she's one that you certainly want to look at in the stretch. She looks like she'll probably be tracking the pace and then trying to kick away like she did in her last 2 starts. Priyanka is next, and she is 12 to 1 morning line, and she's going to add blinkers in this spot. She's run 6 times. She has 1 win, 2 third-place finishes. She had back-to-back third-place finishes in turf races in France last summer. And then she was able to break her maiden last September at St. Cloud. That was a good effort there in an 11-horse field at 1 mile on turf, and that was a soft turf. And then last time out at Meydan, she really didn't have a good effort there. That was a 7-furlong race on the turf, and she was 10th, beaten 15 lengths. So now the blinkers go on. She's switching surfaces, second start after a layoff. Solaire will round out the field. She's number 7, and she's 10 to 1 morning line, and she's the most experienced runner in this field. She's run 11 times. She has a win, a second, and a third. Her win was 6.5 furlongs in France on the turf back in last summer, August 29th. And then in her next start, first start after that maiden win, she finished second by a nose. And then she was third in her start after that. And then she was fourth, fifth, and then 7th, beaten 13 lengths at Meydan on the turf course last time in a 12-horse field. So she's another one switching surfaces in here, stretching out to a longer distance. She did run a mile and an eighth at Chantilly last year in October, and she was third, beaten 6 lengths. So at least we know she can handle added ground. And then also her start before that, she was second by a nose. That was a mile and an eighth on the turf. So those races were on turf, but she did handle the mile and an eighth distance. The question is going to be the surface in here. How will she handle this footing? So Mimi Kakushi certainly going to be the one to beat in here. Not sure quite what we're going to get from Amy Please for trainer Doug O'Neill, but I do think that she can impact the pace. But it is a bit interesting for her that she's going to ship over here and run in this race. But I'm going to go with number 3, Awasef, as my top choice. I thought she ran really well in her debut and didn't have the greatest trip second time out, but she ran okay there as well. And then she didn't give up when that winner kicked away from her in that last start. I do know that Mimi Kakushi beat her pretty easily in those last 2 races, but I'm hoping the blinkers, the added distance, maybe get her to focus a bit more. And I think if she can do that, she could be a bit interesting at 6 to 1 on the line. Now, Mimi Kakushi will be my second choice. Amy Please, my third choice. And Asawer, number 2, is my fourth choice. And that's the one I want to get in the money. I think that she's going to be the highest price of these fillies. And she showed that she could run against this kind on December 23rd. And I'm hoping that she can get a piece of this. So I will make a win wager on number 3, Awasef. I will play an exacta. I'm going to put the 3, Awasef, and the 5, Mimi Kakushi on top. And for that exacta, it will be 3, 5. And then I'm going to use also the 2 in second. So that's 2, 3, 5. So that is a win wager on the 3, an exacta, 3, 5 with 2, 3, 5. And then a trifecta keying the 2 in third. And I will use the 1, Amy Please, the 3, Awasef, and the 5, Mimi Kakushi in first and second. All those wagering strategies are up on the screen now. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you like this content. And that will wrap up this video. I'll be back, and I'm going to be doing my next video this week, the Rachel Alexandra Stakes at Fairgrounds. And then I will be doing the Risen Star Stakes. So stay tuned to my YouTube channel for all those videos. And until I see you next time, good luck at the races.